welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. For those of you who might be new around here, my name is Hayley and I am mummy to one little toddler called Lawson, and I am currently 24 weeks pregnant with a little baby girl who is due at the end of August. So it is time this week for my, well, it's a 24-week update, but I'm just going to catch you up on 20 to 24 weeks because I'm kind of doing these like 4 weekly at the moment, and then I think probably towards the end I'll ramp it up a little bit more. So yeah, if you like these pregnancy updates and like following pregnancy journeys, then do like this video and subscribe so that you can follow more of my videos. Alright, let's start with symptoms. So I don't know whether you'll be able to hear in my voice, but I'm a little bit out of breath. And I haven't done anything. I've literally just been setting the camera up, so yeah, I think it's getting to that stage now where like she's really kind of, or my lungs are shrinking, and yeah, it's a lot harder to breathe, and I'm getting very short of breath quite a lot, just from like walking upstairs and even just walking around. It's getting a lot harder. And I think that's the main symptom that I want to talk about actually, is that pregnancy with a toddler is getting hard. It's getting really hard, especially because Lawson is so active, and I'm just getting bigger and it's getting more uncomfortable to do things. I'm feeling really big. I'm feeling quite off balance and quite dizzy sometimes, and so I actually fell over with Lawson like in my arms the other day. I was like reaching down to pick his dummy up because he does this thing where he lobs his dummy on the floor. It's like a game for him. It's great. Yeah, so I was picking that up and I kind of just lost my balance and I fell like butt first on the floor, and it made me quite emotional actually, because I was just like, there's gonna become a time when I actually can't pick you up, or I can't do these kind of things like with you in my arms. Like, I'm only 24 weeks now, I've got another 16 weeks to go, like it's not going to get any easier kind of thing. So yeah, that's been making me quite emotional, that I just can't play with Lawson and like be there for Lawson in the same way that I normally would be. Another symptom that I've had lately is just that I'm a lot more hungry recently. I've literally been stuffing my face. I've been trying to keep it as healthy as possible, although this nice weather is making it quite difficult because I've just been eating loads of burgers, so that's not great. But yeah, I need to get back on the healthy eating this week. My weight gain so far, I weighed myself a couple of days ago, so it might have changed, but I am currently up to 10 stone, which is within the normal range for like my height and weight and everything like that, so that's good, but it's kind of creeping up towards the top of like my like range of weight that I should be. So I just need to kind of keep an eye on it and make sure I'm keeping active and eating well and not overdoing it. Still feeling super hormonal and super emotional quite a lot of the time actually, and I remember feeling like this with Lawson. I know I've said that before, but I remember kind of the 20-week mark, or like in the 20s weeks, of just feeling quite hormonal and quite emotional. This pregnancy is no different, and it's actually, I've spoken about this briefly before, but it's actually kind of turning into some anxiety as well, just because of everything that happened with Lawson, with him being in neonatal, and then me really struggling not being officially diagnosed with P&D because I just didn't talk to anyone about it, but I think it was probably heading that way, or was that way. So my anxiety has just been around that, and around me not wanting to feel how I felt again, and me being desperate to have like a normal, well, whatever a normal like after birth is. But like, you know, you hear these stories of mums who are like, oh my gosh, I got that rush of love straight away and I just felt so happy, I didn't get the baby blues. Like, I know that can happen, and I desperately want that for this baby. And so I think, yeah, my anxiety is kind of all springing from that, and there's certain things that are just kind of triggering it at the moment. So yeah, basically this week I took the first step to kind of nipping that in the bud, and I rang the birth reflections team, my like around Leicestershire, around like my local area, And yeah, so hopefully they're going to get back to me this week and I can book an appointment to talk to someone about what happened with Lawson, how I felt, which I'm very, very nervous about actually, because it's the first time that I will have actually opened up to a professional about how I felt, which I know I should have done at the time, but I just didn't. I don't even know why. But yeah, I'm pretty nervous about that appointment, but I know that it's the best thing for me to do. So yes, sorting that out, and that's underway, which is really good. Cravings wise, I haven't had very many strong cravings at all. I still really like healthy stuff like fruit and nut bars and nuts in particular. I'm eating loads of nuts. I don't know why. I never normally like nuts, but I can't stop snacking on them. They're just really good. And I like grapes and cheese together. Like, I'd like to make some grape and cheese sticks for this week and just eat them, because I think that's what I'm gonna do. But other than that, I'm just trying to keep a normal diet and just not overdo it too much. Movement wise, I feel little baby girl all the time. She is a super, super wriggly baby. Even though my placenta is supposed to be like anterior or anterior low, yeah, I still feel her all the time. She is a proper kicker, and yeah, it's just so lovely. I've kind of got used to her little routine now of kicks and like when she's awake and when she sleeps, and yeah, it's just so lovely to see or to feel her be so active. Oh, another symptom that I've got like just recently, like in the last couple of days, and I think it's because the weather's been so hot, is that I think my body has started to like swell again. I can definitely feel that feeling in my feet and in my hands. Just when you get really hot and you start getting loads of water retention, I got that so much with Lawson, and so I'm trying to like knock back the water and keep my feet up where I can, to kind of relieve it a little bit. In terms of birth prep, I have started the digital pack from the Positive Birth company now. That is well underway. I've finished my Positive Birth book, and I would highly recommend that if you are pregnant or looking to have like a natural positive birth, or just to find out a little bit more about birth and labour. But yeah, I am finding the digital pack from the Positive Birth company incredible. Like, it's really bringing everything back from when I did hypnobirthing with Lawson, and it's just such a lovely and accessible course. I'm probably going to do a video in the next week or so about hypnobirthing essentials, so if that's something that interests you, then I will chat more about that pack like in that video, and then some other things that I use to do hypnobirthing to prepare for my birth. I've definitely started earlier this time because I've got less time to myself to do it, so I'm not going to be able to do it every day like I did last time. So yeah, I've started early and I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling great about the labour and the birth. I'm just slightly anxious about the after part. And yeah, finally then guys, it is just a bump shot. So I will show you my bump at 24 weeks. It has grown significantly. Like, I can't fit into any of my clothes anymore. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to follow a bit more of my journey. And if you're pregnant as well, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Just let me know how you're doing and let's go through it together, because pregnancy is tough, especially when the weather's like this. Like, it's beautifully sunny today and yeah, I'm sweating so much already. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!